Well, welcome to another session of Shortcuts. This is what we're doing. We're learning about Windows shortcuts that can help you be more proficient and more productive in your operation of your computer. Today we're going to talk about browser shortcuts. A browser is a funny word, but it's simply an application that goes out and browses the internet according to your instructions. So let's start a browser, and I'm going to do Windows there, and I don't see a browser. Oh no, no browser. I'll just type in a browser here. I could go somewhere else, and I'll put that browser up. And so now I've got a browser running. What can I do with it? Well, I can put in new tabs. I can do Control T, and there's another tab. Or I can do a whole new window, a whole new set of tabs ready to start another subject. Let's say I'm working with these three first. I've got three new tabs that I can operate and figure out and calculate and jump to. But now I'm going to jump to a brand new set of tabs, or a new browser, really. Here's a brand new browser, and it's got the same thing, my browser with my mountains, but you can see it's a browser that allows me to go where I want to go. Well, what if I wanted to call up something that I had done before, and I just forgot what it was? Oh no, I forgot. That was precious. That was powerful. That was so necessary, and I've forgotten how to get there. Well, I could go to my history, Control H, and if I go to Control H, I can find a lot of things that are going on here, days and days of stuff that are going on back and forth, and I can go there. But I don't want to go there, and so I'm going to get rid of my history. And now what do I do if I don't want to go to my history? Well, I invite you to this older keystroke that not many people use, but it's very powerful. If I went here yesterday and I want to go back to where I was yesterday, Control Shift T, and that's where I was yesterday, and that's not exactly what I wanted, so Control Shift T again, a whole new set, a whole nother set. Wow, look at that. And there's Microsoft, and there's IBM, and places that I had been yesterday. Well, let's go again. Let's do this, and let's go some more, and let's go some more. That is exactly what I wanted, where I wanted to go. This is a young man that I have just discovered, and I like him. Where'd it go? I lost it. There it is, American Symphony. His name is Jon Batiste, and I had done some searching, and I don't want the music to play, but I had done some searching, and you may be interested in Jon Batiste and Friends. He wrote or co-wrote a symphony called American Symphony, and he is a brilliant genius, a genius of a musician, and you may enjoy that. But so you're finally, let's say I accidentally found this YouTube channel that has Jon Batiste and the American Symphony. I may want to keep that, but you can see that's a neat way to do that. Now, what if I wanted to go jump to the next open tab? I'll use Control Tab. Control Tab takes me to the next tab, and you can see up here that's where I am. The next tab, the next tab, the next tab is open and new. Or I can go Control Shift Tab and go backwards. So Control Tab goes forward, Control Shift Tab goes backwards. When it gets to the end, it goes again to the last one. So what if I wanted to delete that tab? I don't need it, I don't want it, or how about I want to delete that one? To delete a tab, Control F4, and that tab is gone. Let me come over here to another one. Control Tab, Tab, Tab. Yeah, I want to delete the YouTube, and so I'm going to do Control F4, and it deletes the tab. It keeps everything else going. So you can also let's see, you can also go to, other than a new tab, you can skip to the next tab that you want to do. So I want to go to a specific tab. Maybe it's number 2, and so I'm going to hit Control 2, and it jumps to number 2. Control 5, and it jumps to number 5. Now I'm going to Control 9 will jump to the last tab wherever it is. So I'm going to do Control 1 to get way over here on the front. And now Control 9 by the numbers takes me to the very last tab, even though it may not be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so that's real powerful if you have just a few tabs. I don't recommend using many tabs up at the same time. It does mess with your efficiency of your computer. Sometimes your computer is slower because of that. And also, it gets you mixed up. And just listen to me, how mixed up I am in this one. They say that I need to continue to do these things and show that I am human. And so I really am human. And so I'm going to do Alt F4. Alt F4 will end the whole session of this browser, Alt F4. And now I'm back at the other. So I'm going to do Control 1. It takes me to the first. And Control 9. I don't have 9 tabs up, so it takes me to the last one. And you can see that. Now Alt F4, and it removes that last one. And Alt F4, and it removes that one. And I have each session that you start with a brand new session of a browser will come up. Now there's one more thing I'd like to do, so I'm going to do Alt F4 until I'm out of this. You can see how many I got up playing. And I wanted to do another one, so I'll come down here, I'll hit the Windows key, and there's Microsoft Edge. Guess what? Most browsers, including Edge and the old Internet Explorer and Opera and all the browsers, adhere to those kinds of keystrokes. And so all I want to do now is what? I want to see what else the other one is. Control-Shift-T. 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 And you can see each of those was a complete session. And I can do maybe Control-1 up here, and it goes to the first one. Control-9, and it goes to the last one. Control-2, and you can see the jump everywhere that I need to go. Okay, so I'm going to delete that one, and the previous one I was at is there. Just like Chrome, Microsoft Edge goes there as well. And you can see Microsoft Edge is striving to outdo Chrome. And so we have a war, and we can be the beneficiaries of standardization. The keystrokes should be standard, and let's hope that they stay standard. Well, there are many browser keystrokes that don't work anywhere else. And some browser keystrokes that work in another context, like Word or PowerPoint, that don't do what you would expect them to do in your browser. So be careful. Make sure your focus, the application that you're focused on, is what you're thinking as you do a keystroke. So if I do Control-Z, nothing happens. And I know you're watching the news, and so I'm going to get rid of that so you can pay attention to me. That's all I have for today. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you've been benefited by it. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.